Good day. I'm not so sure that the good old days were better than the way things are right now. I was a teenager in the 80s and we were exposed to some pretty weird music. It was as if the musicians were trying to one up each other with weirdness. I mean, we had songs like Fish Heads and I Eat Cannibals. And some got very popular despite that they made no sense at all, like Walk Like an Egyptian and Turning Japanese. Every now and again, I put on an 80s playlist and find myself cringing when I listen to some of the stuff that we enjoyed. There's this one song called Jacob's Ladder that was written by the Hornsby brothers, John and Bruce Hornsby. They wrote this song speaking out against some of the TV evangelists of the time. In the song, they say that I want to be like these evangelists. In the song, they say all that they want from tomorrow is to get better than today. The other day, I was thinking of Jacob's Ladder, but not the song of the 80s, but I was thinking of Jacob's Ladder because of a physiotherapist. I am compelled to use these crutches for about 2 weeks, and this physio was going through some of the advice on how to use them. And her advice on stairs was that as I ascend upstairs, I must climb as if I'm going to heaven. I must put my good foot first and let my bad foot or my bad leg or my injured leg follow. And when I go down the stairs, I must walk as if I'm going to hell. I must lead with the injured or the bad leg and follow up with the good leg. I smiled at the physio and I followed her advice. And even though I know she was joking with me about how to remember to put which foot first, I remembered the advice. But there's this story in the Bible about this guy named Jacob who lived thousands and thousands of years ago. And he had this dream about a ladder, Jacob and the ladder. The ladder went from earth all the way up in heaven in his dream. And the angels he dreamed were ascending and descending on this ladder. And the ladder, and in the dream he didn't tell us, or he didn't see which foot the angels led with, but what he did see was that at the top of the ladder that God was present, right at the top. And in the dream, God tells Jacob that Jacob and his descendants will come back to this land where he is dreaming, and he will inherit this land. Jacob's name gets changed to Israel, and he has 12 sons, and they become the 12 tribes of Israel. And as they say in the classics, the rest is history. But what is so profound about the story is that Jacob wakes up, and he says this realization, and it's quoted, and he says, God was in this place, and I didn't even know. And that is the lesson we each need to remember, that God is in this place, whether we know it or not. And that's what breaks my heart about the song that John and Bruce wrote. As a person that has a relationship with Jesus, and as a person that relies on the Spirit of God for daily guidance, I'm aware that people see me and are either deterred from or encouraged to enter into a relationship with Jesus. And judging from the song that they wrote, the Christians around them were behaving in such a way that they were deterred from being Christians. The Christians around them were behaving in such a way that I would hang my head in shame. And these songwriters, the Hornsby brothers, they used the Bible to diss the present day, or some of the present day evangelists of the time. I hope that all of us become more aware that God is in the place that we are, that God is in the place where you are. Whether you're a Christian or not, whether you're aware of it or not, God is present. So may the Spirit of God keep you aware that God is in the place where you are. And may this awareness draw you into a relationship with Jesus, a relationship that others will find encouraging. Until we meet again, God bless.